So next problem, a stepped rod having 6 centimeter diameter at both ends and the load of 160 kilonewton acting at both ends. So we want to find out the length as well as the diameter of the middle bar. Okay, so let us go to this problem. The bar shown in figure is subjected to a tensile load of 160 kilonewton if the stress in the middle portion is limited to 150 newton per millimeter squared. Determine the diameter of the middle portion. Find also the length of the middle portion if the total elongation of the bar is to be 0.2 mm. Young's modulus is given as equal to 2.1 into 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter squared. So let us take the given data of this problem. So the tensile load P equal to 160 kilonewton is acted at both the ends of the rod, and stress in middle portion sigma 2 is given as 150 Newton per millimeter squared. Total elongation del L equal to 0.2 mm. So total length of the bar also given, which is L equal to 40 centimeter, that is 400 mm. So Young's modulus value also given, which is E equal to 2.1 into 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter squared. And also the diameter of both end portions D1 is given as 6 centimeter, that is 60 mm. So whenever the diameter of the bar ends is given, first step is we want to find out area, that is pi d squared by 4, pi into 60 squared by 4, we can get the area as 900 pi millimeter squared. So the length of both end portions of the bar, so the total length given as 400 mm. So we don't know the length of the two ends. So we know the only diameter. So the length L1 equal to 400 minus L2. L2 is nothing but length of the middle portion. So length of the middle portion equal to the total length minus middle portion, that is equal to length of the remaining sections. Okay, now stress equal to load by area, we know very well. Then for middle portion sigma 2 value is given, so that is 150 Newton per millimeter squared. So the load which given is 160 kilonewton, which is 160 into 10 power 3 divided by, we don't know the diameter of the middle portion, therefore pi by 4 into d2 squared. Okay, then d2 squared we want to find out. From that we can derive d2, because every value is given, the unknown is d2, then it is easier to find out d2. Then we can find out the area of middle portion. We know the diameter, then pi d squared by 4 we can get the area of the middle portion. And we want to find out the length of the middle portion. For that we know the total elongation of the bar, that is we that is 0.2 mm. We know that del L equal to PL by AE. So here the common load and common Young's modulus, that is separately taken at outside. So the varying thing is length and area, that is considered in the bracket. So the common thing load 160 into 10 power 3 divided by 2.1 into 10 power 5. Then L1 we don't know, which is nothing but 400 minus L2 divided by that area which was already calculated, that is 900 pi, plus L2 we don't know, then that is L2 is middle portion length. So L2 divided by that area of middle portion. The elongation of the rod was given, that is del L is 0.2 mm. Now you can see clearly that the unknown is L2. So by solving this we can find out the L2. Okay, how can we find out the common this P by E? Let us take that from right side to left side, then 0.2 into 2.1 into 10 power 5 divided by this 160 into 10 power 3. Now here this 2 only, 400 minus L2 by 900 pi plus L2 by 1066. So you can take LCM now. So we have finally L2 as 20.714 centimeter. Okay, so this is the way of finding the unknown diameter as well as unknown length from this problem. So next problem, a bar having different lengths as well as different diameters. A member ABCD is subjected to point loads P1, P2, P3 and P4 as shown in figure. Calculate the force P2 necessary for equilibrium if P1 equal to 45 kilonewton and P2 450 kilonewton and P4 130 kilonewton. Determine the total elongation of the member. Assume the modulus of elasticity to be 2.1 into 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square. Students, see this problem, everything in terms of millimeter and the load in terms of Newton? No, because the length which was given in the problem are in centimeter. So the first thing is the unit conversion. So we can convert the lengths of each step in millimeter. For an example, 120 centimeter, that is 1200 mm. Similarly 60 centimeter, that is 600 mm. Then 90 centimeter is 900 mm. Then area we have no problem, which is directly given. The part AB is 625 millimeter squared and then part BC is 2500 millimeter squared and part CD is 1250 millimeter squared. So we want to find out the unknown force P2. Look at this diagram. See, the force which acted in one direction is equal to the force which acted in opposite direction. So the force which acted from right to left is P1 and P3 and the force which acted from left to right is P2 and P4. Therefore, P1 plus P3 equal to P2 plus P4. So that is, we know that P1 equal to 45 kilonewton and P3 equal to 450 kilonewton and P4 equal to 130 kilonewton. So the force of 365 kilonewton, how can we get this 365 kilonewton? That is from P1 plus P3 minus P4 we can get 365 kilonewton. So therefore the force of 365 kilonewton which is acting at B. Okay. So how can we find out the equilibrium force shared by the portion BC? See here, the force of 365 kilonewton is acting at split part B. Then there have two forces, 45 kilonewton and 320 kilonewton. 320 kilonewton is nothing but 365 minus 45, that is 320 kilonewton, which is compressive force. Okay. Similarly, the force of 450 kilonewton is acting at part C is split into two forces of 320 and 130. Therefore, 450 minus 320, 130 kilonewton. Now, it is clear that part AB is subjected to tensile load of 45 kilonewton. Part BC is subjected to a compressive load of 320 kilonewton and part CD is subjected to a tensile load of 130 kilonewton. Hence, we want to calculate the length of AB. Okay. Hence, the part AB there will be increase in length. For part BC there will be decrease in length because it is compressive force, and for part CD there will be increase in length. Therefore, we know the force P, that is 45,000 kilonewton, 45,000 divided by area which is given in part AB, that is 625 into E. So we can get length also given, then elongation equal to 0.4114 mm. Similarly, decrease in length of portion BC, which is 0.3657, and increase in length of CD also 0.4457. Therefore, total change in length of the member is the tensile force 0.4114 minus compressive minus 0.3657 plus tensile 0.4457. So totally we can get 0.4914 mm.